The World Trade Center bombing of 1993. On February 26, 1993, a bomb exploded in the garage of the World Trade Center. This bomb exploded while inside a van that the many conspirators parked under one of the buildings in the underground garage. This bomb did not quite do what they wanted it to, which was to blow up one building, causing it to topple into the other, causing both to fall to the ground, killing as many people as they could. The bombing caused 6 deaths, which was way less than they had hoped for, and left more than 1,000 people injured. The bombing was mostly led by Ramzi Youssef, who had a big part in the background of the plan and creation of the bomb. Ramzi led all 5 conspirators to help create and present the bomb. As you would hope, all of them ended up in jail with a 240-year sentence. Before they were caught and put in jail, they all fled to different places. This bombing is commonly overlooked considering there was a much bigger attack 8 years later, otherwise known as 9/11. A lot of people do not know there was even a bombing before 9/11. 9/11 has also been considered the continuation of Ramzi's plan that failed. There was no specific reason for choosing the World Trade Center to bomb. The only reason and evidence they could find was that the buildings were full with people every day, which is a big character for the type of location they were looking for. A place full with people every day for the biggest chance of killing a lot of them. Their main goal for this attack was to injure and kill as many people as they possibly could, which made the World Trade Center a good target in their eyes. You would think the World Trade Center bombing would have impacted the government in any such way, but it unfortunately did not. This bombing, as I said before, is commonly overlooked, which is why the government never did anything big about it, only for 9/11. The government should have taken the bombing as an idea to prevent future terrorist attacks. As Ramzi said, yes, I am a terrorist and I'm proud of it. I support terrorism as long as it's used against the United States and Israel. That shows that people, including Ramzi himself, are very compassionate about terrorism, especially if it's being used against the United States. In the end, the bomb cost about $10,000 to complete. The group did not have the money to build the bomb from the beginning, so an Islamic terrorist group financially supported the attackers by paying for the bomb. If the attackers had not run out of the money they were given by the terrorist group, they would have added a few other deadly chemicals, but they were too expensive. The group also considered adding poison to the bomb. They also needed money from the van they rented for the bombing to escape the country, but when one of them showed up to the rental agency, the FBI was waiting there to arrest him. Blowing up the pillars of their civilization and blowing up the tourist attractions they are so proud of and the high buildings they are so proud of. Those words were found in a notebook of one of the attackers. This is saying that they wanted to destroy something we are proud of, only to give themselves that satisfaction. There were no other big main reasons as to why they chose the World Trade Center specifically to bomb. The home of one of the attackers in New Jersey was found, and FBI agents and New York Police Department detectives found 47 boxes of evidence, including bomb recipes and Arabic writings threatening the World Trade Center. Ramzi said that he remembered being disappointed when he found out that their perfect bombing plan did not go as they hoped and had only killed 6 people opposed to 600. He also said that a reason why they chose the World Trade Center to bomb was that it would be satisfying to watch the buildings tip over like dominoes. Overall, you can tell the attackers were not happy about how their plan turned out, but it did kill 6 people, which is 6 people too many. Once again, the government should have used the bombing as an idea to be more cautious for future terrorist attacks that could happen and where they could possibly take place. I'm not saying that 9/11 was the government's fault, but it could have been much smaller because the government knew that Ramzi's plan did not go as planned, so they had to think that someone would come back to finish up the job, carrying out the plan to kill as many people as they could, which 9/11 succeeded in.